High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darlings Auto Group. You'll do better at Darlings. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College, one college, many possibilities. Visit emcc.edu. High school sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Maine Trailer, Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Autumn of Life Home Care, Black Fly Coffee, Angela's Pizzeria, Hartford's Auto Service, UMaine Online, Old Town Redemption Center, the Coach House Restaurant, UMaine Athletics, Bennett Auto Center, Tiller and Rye, Orno and Callis IGA, The Growing Place, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, AM Construction and Roofing, Doors Equipment Company, Hillside Athletics, The Fitch Company, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Back Alley Bar and Grill, RT Electrical, Auto Radiator Services, Mainstay Skincare, Pucksport Hannaford, Mainly Audio, Maniac Snack Shack and Snip and Snack, Sweet Frog, Union Street Towing, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Town East Toyota, Husson University, Harvey RV, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Thomas College, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. Let's get you out to the game.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Victory Field here in Old Town for the second time in as many nights on Ticket TV. It's the Presque Wildcats and the Old Town Coyotes. Last night, we had a Class B girls contest. Tonight, the boys match up in Class B. You see the records right there. The Wildcats 5-1-1, and the Old Town Coyotes 0-7. Welcome into the Darlings pregame show. I'm Mark Paulette, joined on the call tonight by Ernie Clark, coming at you live from the Quirk Auto Group broadcast booth. And Ernie, I mentioned the records right there. We're in the mid-year here. Both these teams about halfway through the schedule. Let's take a peek at the Class B standings. Presque Isle figuring to be one of those teams factoring into that bunch at the top.
Yeah, reached the quarterfinals a year ago before losing to John Babs. John Babs went on to win his third straight regional crown. You see Presque Isle 5-1-1, a great start, top five standing at this point. And the tie that they have came against John Babs early in the regular season. The only blemish on John Babs' record, Babs undefeated at 5-0-1, Presque Isle 5-1-1, and of course Old Town rebuilding the program at this point and looking for their first victory of the season at the halfway point.
Yeah, you mentioned the Crusaders. They're the only team undefeated at this point in the Class B rankings, and for Presque Isle, their one loss there in the middle column of 5-1-1. That was 2 games ago to the team up in first place.
Caribou Vikings, big county clash, and Caribou got the best of Presque Isle the first time around, and that accounts for their first place standing ahead of John Babs. Then you've got a couple of KVAC schools, Oceanside of Rockland and Gardner, in the 3-4 positions before you get to Presque Isle and Ellsworth back in the PVC.
That look at the standings presented by Acadia Federal Credit Union, a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor, and a new location coming to Brewer. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. Ticket TV coverage is presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. You can see the Smith brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a Deere. And we're presented on Ticket TV by your local family-owned McDonald's, Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, Wilson Street and Brewer. Extra value meals are officially back. McDonald's is making the bold moves to put value back on the menu so you can save when you make your favorites a meal. Whether you love the Big Mac, crave the Quarter Pounder with cheese, or can't get enough McNuggets, there's a value meal for you. Stop by once again at your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street in Brewer, to find offers you won't want to miss. We'll take our first time out here in the Darlings pregame show. When we come back, a deeper dive on the rosters for the Wildcats and the Coyotes, as well as a look at some of the players who will be featuring in tonight's matchup on Ticket TV.
Darlings Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darlings Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darlings Kia.
You'll do better at Darlings.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Nothing runs like a Deere.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a Deere. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
We welcome you back to Victory Field in Old Town, getting ready for tonight's contest between the Coyotes and the Wildcats. Class B boys soccer coming up on Ticket TV. Our coverage is presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. And we're live in the Darlings pregame show. Darlings in Bangor has you covered for sales and service. Shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models, or used of all makes. Visit darlings.com. Let's take a look at the rosters for this one. We begin with the visitors making the long trip down from the county. The Wildcats roll out a fairly senior-laden squad.
Yes, 9 seniors on the squad. By the way, they were scheduled to leave school at 12:15 today.
Were they really?
I say school.
They're on break currently,
They're in the middle of their 3-week harvest break, which started on the 22nd of September and continues until the 10th of October, and then they have the following Monday off because it's
there you go.
Well, what used to be Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples
Yep.
Day. So they get
an extra day out of it.
Extra long break, but it's interesting. I was looking at their practice schedule and whatnot. They practice. They swap with the girls. One of them practice with varsity and JVs. One of them practices at 6 to 7:15. No,
okay.
p.m.
All right.
6 to 7:15 p.m. No, they're working at 6.
Yeah.
At least those that are working in the potato houses. And the second practice is from 7:15 to 8:30.
All right.
So that's kind of how that works. They've kind of modified that over the years as I guess the potato crop has kind of diminished a little bit, and fewer kids are working in it.
That is true.
I'm perfectly honest with you.
And they've been playing through it. Tonight will be, the third game during the harvest break. They had the 3-2 loss against Caribou on the 24th, a shutout victory at Foxcroft Academy on the 27th. So still getting a little bit of action, even during this time away from school, out in the fields.
Yeah, 5 shutouts so far this season. Allowed just 4 goals, 3 of those coming in that loss to Caribou last week.
Now let's take a look at how the home side is lining things up. The Old Town Coyotes, a little tighter of a roster. As you mentioned, a program that's trying to get up off the mat, build some momentum behind them. It's been tough sledding so far this year, but you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, you see those 12 players there. There's also a swing roster of half a dozen kids that are, anywhere from juniors to freshmen, so that get you more close to like a typical varsity roster is. And I see that probably most, if not all, of those swing players are suited up, which gives them a total of 17, and of that, just 3 of them are seniors. So it is a young team that kind of taking its lumps here so far this season, but that's how you improve by getting experience, and this is where they're at halfway through the schedule.
That look at the rosters presented by UMaine Online, 60-plus online degree and certificate programs offered through Maine's flagship university. You can apply now at umaine.edu/online. Coverage of Ticket TV is presented in part by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be. The official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. And the Presque Wildcats looking like a team that has a lengthy bus trip in front of them tonight. They're out on the pitch and ready to get this on underway. So we are getting started here at Victory Field.
Let's see if they leave here at a little after 8, around 8. Yeah, that's probably...
Still make it home on the same day.
Yeah, be relatively close, depending if they stop somewhere or not to chow down. They probably will, I would suspect.
So we are ready to get this one underway here on Ticket TV. The Coyotes and the Wildcats meeting for a second time this year. It was a Presque 8-0 victory back on September the 13th, the first time these two teams met, as Old Town, wearing the home forest green uniforms, gets it underway.
These teams met once already this season. Check it. They didn't. I'm confusing that with a...
I believe they did, right?
Yeah,
Back on
they did.
13th, 8-0.
I got to find it here. 8, yeah. On the 13th, up in the county on the artificial turf.
Yeah, Presque, of course, the one up there, right?
Well,
that gets to use it a bit. As this one's played in, and the first goal of the game comes off the back of the head. His back was turned, so it was tough to get a number on it, and I believe...
we'll check it out here on the replay.
I believe that
was
Camden O'Donnell, senior forward, number 6. Look at that. Ducking under it and catching it with the back of the head.
Just like a corner kick play by Camden O'Donnell, senior forward. Takes just 45 seconds.
Camden O'Donnell with his first of the game. 45 seconds in, and the Wildcats jumping right back onto the ball.
It was also, I can catch a number, but tremendous throw-in. I mean, it served just as a corner kick, and he basically threw it relatively to the far post, went over the first line of offensive players and defenders, and then O'Donnell's right there, and he's fairly tall up front, playing the center forward position there. He's with the ball right there, or trying to get to it, and he just had a clear shot at it and punched it in. Well, headed it in, actually. Punched it. You can't do that.
Unless you're Diego Maradona back in the World Cup.
Well, those World Cup reps are different.
Out of play along the far side. It looks like it'll be a Presque Isle throw over there. 90 seconds into the contest. Our coverage on Ticket TV presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. Nearly another one as bodies go crashing to the ground in front of goal. Take another look.
I'm going to pick this kid out because he can throw it. There's no flip throw there. 24 is the kid throwing it in. Bodie McPherson, senior defender. And I can see why they push him up to make those throw-ins, because that's as good as it gets in terms of distance and range. I mean, he's out beyond the 20-yard line on the football field throwing it in.
That looked like almost a ball getting crossed in from the wing.
It was like the first one.
The ball flight of it.
Where they scored, it was like really was like a corner kick where it was served in. It was obviously a little deeper on the wing from where he threw it. But that's a weapon.
That last one almost also met the head of O'Donnell, but he was kind of ducking down, which made the ball pop up over the top of goal. Of course, we'll be bringing you plenty of updates over the course of this broadcast from what's going on down in the Bronx. Game 2 between the Red Sox and the Yankees, minutes away from getting underway at 6:08.
Presque scored 19 goals so far this season, allowed 4. I didn't get a chance to look at their book, but it'd be interesting, because you couldn't tell completely from the book, but it'd be interesting to see how many goals they might have scored on those type of situations where it's kind of like setting up for a corner kick, but actually stemming from a throw-in.
Certainly a set piece that the Wildcats can take advantage of here, knifing their way down into the box, cross-played in, and the Coyotes able to get a clearance to it initially, not out of the area. Back down, this is O'Donnell, left-footed shot in, not too much pace behind it though, and collected in goal.
Yeah, good initial defense there by Old Town. Had a couple defenders in front of the net to be able to block that crossway, but did get the rebound, but not a strong shot on the part of Presque Isle.
Tristan Maestro passing it off into the middle of the ball. O'Donnell just had it poked free enough so that the Coyotes can jump on it and try to clear it up towards the midfield. Had a play there, last touch to Aiden Susi. Once again, the Wildcats sent chasing down into the corner. That ball never quite made its way out.
I think both of them thought it was going out, but she stalled right there near or on the line.
In the end, it works out for the Coyotes. They win a goal kick out of it. Once again, it's Presque Isle jumping on it, though, inside the 40-yard line here at Victory Field. O'Donnell has been the busy man to begin with. He's got the ball at his feet and then just loses it out of play.
Being hounded by Hunter Stoop, senior defender, one of those 3 seniors for Old Town, doing a nice job.
The throw, however, goes out of play, never made its way back onto the pitch, so Presque Isle jumping right back onto it. Bodie McPherson coming over to see how far he can chuck it.
So he's about from the 15-yard line to the football field, which means 25 yards from the goal, not counting the angle.
Look at that thing fly right into the middle of the box. Coyotes the first to meet it.
Yeah, they went over the top of O'Donnell that time. Looked like it was right at him, just overthrown a little bit, if it was overthrown, but there were players from Presque Isle able to get to the ball, just couldn't do anything with it.
Once again, the Wildcats keeping it down at this end of the pitch. Trying to steer it out of play there is Connor Osno.
It's a little bit of a different game for Presque Isle playing on natural grass instead of turf. We've seen enough games at Cameron Stadium and Herman High School for 2 to kind of see how they use kind of the markers on the field as to set up angles for passes. And Presque Isle just tried to do one of those and went out just a little bit of ahead of the intended receiver.
Another long throw into the middle of the area. Goes over all the leaping players. Kept in along the near sideline by the Coyotes. DJ Davis trying to bring it out of the area. Back at the feet of Davis. Coyotes just trying to use some short passing right now to clear it up the sideline, and I think that ball popped over the boundary.
Yeah, ideally, you'd like to clear it up the side of the field rather than push it back to the middle, where you might give Presque Isle a chance to get on it and shoot quickly on redirect.
Mr. McPherson back over there for the long throw. He's just getting warmed up today. Throwing it into the box, headed on goal, and that one just a little too tall. Wildcats not far from a second right there.
I wonder what the pitch count is on McPherson.
He is.
That's about 5 or 6 already. 2
That
on this
is.
side, 3 or 4 on the other side.
He's been busy in the first 7 minutes. Our coverage on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Dean's Detailing. For over 5 decades, Dean's has been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car, and book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. We're also presented by the Furniture Gallery. Exciting news coming to Midcoast, Maine this fall. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned and operated local business, is opening its 4th location at the Topsom Fair Mall in October. With a long-standing presence in Bangor, Augusta, and Wyndham, their team is ready to provide Topsom with the same exceptional service, quality furnishings, and value they can trust. Shop local, save money, sleep better at the Furniture Gallery. Another throw for McPherson, another one reaching the box, headed up and over the goal, and this one should result in a corner.
Oh, I thought it was off.
It appeared to be off the Coyotes, but the referee saw it differently. Saw the couple Wildcat players making the appeal for a corner as well.
It went over the top of them. And it was Old Town, a couple of Old Town players there near the far post from where the throw was taken. That looked like the ball went out, but on we go.
Carlos Rodon going through his final warm-up tosses down at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx ahead of Game 2. Rob Revsnyder getting ready to lead off for a second night in a row. Same lineup back out there, identical 9 for the Red Sox as in Game 1. Here come the Coyotes advancing up the pitch for the first time into their end of the field, played in to the middle, into the midfield there. A nice pass was put forth by DJ Davis, but Coyotes unable to keep it. Davis again punching it ahead to a teammate. And Presque puts it out just shy of the 50.
Presque a little more inclined at this point to try to use the side of the field to change direction, but that pass was just too far wide.
Out here for the Wildcats, who are making 3 substitutions. New players making their way onto the pitch. Northeast Driving School has been the leader in driver training, I should say, since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Isaac Depew giving chase defensively there for the Coyotes and knocking it out of play off of himself.
Presque off the back of his foot. It's one of those cases, though, where you take McPherson and his throw-ins. I mean, even from midfield or beyond, he can kind of set a kind of a fast break of sorts into motion.
Here he is again, firing one into the center of the box, trying to swing a volley at it this time for the Wildcats. Unable to clear it are the Coyotes, and it's poked into the back of the goal. And that
is, I believe, Jackson Greaves, number 16.
That is.
Sophomore forward. You just watch him step in and steal the ball. One touched it into the goal. Goalie had it covered to the near side, but Greaves went right foot to the far post and makes it 2-0 with just over 10 minutes gone in the game.
Greaves scored in the first meeting between these two up in Presque, part of an 8-0 victory for the Wildcats. He's got the second here tonight against the Coyotes, and Presque immediately looking for more. Played outside to the wing. Attempted cross comes in. It's deflected out of play. And this should give us a corner for the Wildcats. Having to go all the way down across the track and over the hill to retrieve the ball under that big tree.
That is Isaac Gauguin on the corner.
Playing it in again, a reverse header there by the Wildcats to help it along.
3 different kids get their head on the ball before it cleared out.
Wildcats able to pop it back down towards the goal and nearly bouncing up and over the head of freshman keeper Avery Mitchell. He was able to collect it and roll it back into play.
That's a good read by him, though. He knew he could go out and get it. He just had to be able to reach up high enough to make the grab.
Mitchell making that save along the carpet. Risky back pass there by the Coyote defense. They try to switch the play to the far side of the field, taken away by Presque, and they're starting to pepper that goal a little bit. Another save made by Mitchell.
It's not a bad idea, though, by the Coyotes and Coach Josh Busquet is as you're building, you identify a young player that's capable of playing in goal, and conceivably he could be a 4-year goalkeeper now, and you're going to watch him probably get a little taller and gain a lot of experience. In a year or two, he may be somebody to reckon with in the conference.
Coyotes trying to advance it down into their attacking area for the first time today. Taken away by Presque and played out of bounds off of the Coyotes. Rob Snyder, a strikeout victim to begin the game down in New York.
You're going to bring the angst to Victory Field? Is that what the plan is tonight?
That's the hope, anyways. Some of us are still rooting for the Red Sox.
Oh, I'm probably rooting. I'm probably rooting for them more than some Red Sox fans I know of.
McPherson with what's got to be close to his 10th throw of the game already by this point, launching one in.
Yeah, he was at the 25 there and didn't get it quite to the goal line, but got it where somebody could do something with it, but the shot wide of that left post as you look at it.
Ticket TV presented by Eastern Maine Community College. Every student has a story. Some are just beginning, others starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. Chance for the Wildcats there goes high over the goal.
Yeah, that was Rafael Ordaneta. Watch this take the pass from O'Donnell. Tries to one-time it, but over the top as Mitchell comes out to contest it. Did a nice job cutting off the angle.
Yeah, it took a tough bounce on him. Had to try to get that one up from the mid-volley. A nice diving save by Mitchell, but he can't stop the putback as it's smacked into the back of the net, and O'Donnell has his second.
Yeah, couldn't clear it enough. Ball bounces off a leg of a Old Town player trying to control it. Araneta with the initial shot. Mitchell went down and blocked it, couldn't gain control as the ball was veering away from him, and O'Donnell just quickly with a left foot on the rebound for his second goal.
Quick start for the senior forward tonight here on Ticket TV. Coverage presented in part by Praise Auto Sales. If you're looking for your next ride, Praise Auto Sales in Outer Broadway has you covered. Guaranteed lowest prices every day, no waiting for a sale. Over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit PraiseAutoSales.com today. We got to get ready to send you off to our first picture-in-picture break after seeing what comes of this move for the Wildcats. Cleared back towards the midfield here. Old Town trying to jump onto the ball. And as they do so, we'll send you off to that first break in the contest. Keeping an eye right here on Victory Field. Myself and Ernie back with the commentary in just a few moments.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road. From work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins. And all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
With Thomas College, it's possible to earn a degree in 3 years and a master's in 1. It's possible to find yourself graduating career ready through one of the nation's first guaranteed jobs programs. It's possible to become the future you, the one you dream to be. Because for 130 years, we've been dedicated to helping students unlock their possible. Because we're in the business of possible. That's Thomas College. Unlock your possible at thomas.edu.
New or used? What's your preference? If you prefer to buy used, it's smart to buy a Toyota certified used vehicle from Down East. Here's why. All vehicles go through a rigorous 160-point inspection. They come with comprehensive and powertrain warranties, a Carfax history report, and 7 years of roadside assistance. Plus, qualified buyers get low new car financing rates. It's true, the best new cars do make the best used cars. For Toyota certified used vehicles, all roads lead to Down East on Wilson Street in Brewer.
For over 80 years, Seaboard Federal Credit Union has been putting its members first. Founded in 1940, we've grown alongside our communities with branches in Bucksport, Ellsworth, and Herman. We're not a big bank, and we're proud of that. We're member-owned, community-driven, and here to help you build a better financial future. Whether it's saving for a goal, buying your first home, or simply managing everyday life. Seaboard Federal Credit Union, the smart place for your money.
Back here at Victory Field in Old Town, while we were away, Camden O'Donnell capping off the first half hat trick. Took him 15 minutes to put 3 goals on the board. Presque on top 4-0 here, just over 17 minutes into this one, Ernie.
Well, we have a habit of having our plays of the day come out of
we do.
Picture-in-picture plays when we're actually not commentating live on it. And you and I are doing the drive tomorrow afternoon, and it's possible. If things stay the way they are, with O'Donnell getting his 3rd goal on a picture-in-picture, that we might go back there again. We have to figure out a way to dress that up a little bit.
We were just talking during the break. Tomorrow, we don't even know what we're looking at as far as time for an afternoon show, because Red Sox and Yankees, will there be a Game 3? At what time will that Game 3 be played? It's all very much up in the air based on how things shake out tonight.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be at least 2 games tomorrow because of the results this afternoon with Cleveland winning over Detroit to tie that series at 1 apiece, and would you say San Diego was forcing the equalizer there in their series. I did watch 1 out. Well, I didn't even watch. Yeah, I watched 1 out of the Dodgers game last night.
Did you?
And of course, the first batter up cranked one about 117. It was 117. Coming in, 100
coming in, right?
And 117 going out.
And then all he did was follow it up with a 454-foot blast later in the game.
They had Dodgers had 5 home runs last night. Led 8-0 at one point. I don't know it wound up 10-5. I don't know if it was any worse than 8-0. But they could just kind of tell that one team kind of belonged there, and the other team maybe wasn't quite ready, maybe a year ahead of schedule. But I think the Reds are going to be pretty good. It's just you got to get a little experience, and of course the nice play there by goalie for Old Town, Mitchell.
Mitchell with a save here. Bad news out of the Bronx.
Oh, it was
Brian Bayo, 2-run homer. Ben Rice in the first inning.
He's been hot. He didn't play last night.
Yeah, he couldn't get in the lineup last night with Crochet handing it off to Chapman and keeping the lefties in there. 106.6 off the bat, a meaty 364 feet.
I'm an old man when it comes to baseball. You get guys that hit like 30 home runs or are hotter than heck, and you sit them on the bench because they're left-handed and the right-handed pitcher on the mound. Now, I know they've done that way back when it came to relief pitching, but I wouldn't want to sacrifice 4 at-bats on a guy.
I know it, but it's not about what we say. It's about what the computer says.
It's a whole different world now.
Halfway through the first half here at Victory Field, where the Coyotes trail the Wildcats 4-0 on Ticket TV. Throw in, and that one off the head and up through the uprights.
That was O'Donnell again with a header, I believe.
This broadcast is brought to you by Main Trailer, your one-stop shop for trailers and shipping containers. Whatever you haul or store, Main Trailer has you covered. Main Trailer in Hamden and in Auburn. And the new DQ Fall Treat menu is here. Try the new Caramel Toffee Cookie Blizzard Treat, enjoy the return of the Pumpkin Pie Blizzard, or taste the new Maple Cookie Shake. Discover the DQ Fall Treat menu before autumn's over. get them delivered in the DQ app. Happy Taste Good at Dairy Queen, Bangor, and in Old Town. A shot through, and that one gets by the dive of Mitchell. It's a 5th of this first half for the Wildcats, and it is a 4th for Camden O'Donnell.
Watch this. Here's O'Donnell right here. Takes it, splits the defenders with a shot. I suspect that Michigan may have been screened a little bit on that. Went to his left, which where the ball was headed, but just couldn't reach it. And O'Donnell has now 4 goals in about 20 minutes.
And like we were talking about, Ernie, I think it was while we were at the break just doing some research ahead of this game, trying to read up whatever we can find out there on the internet. A couple of BDN write-ups along the way on the Wildcat season, and O'Donnell was not one of the featured goal scorers in either of those articles.
In either game. And they scored 2 in one and 8 in the other. So, yeah. I came into it thinking they were a pretty balanced team. And maybe they are, but just not in the first half here tonight because O'Donnell's just pretty much bigger than everybody else. And the rest of his teammates making enough space for him or setting him up with throw-ins. And he's been on a roll.
He is halfway to the mercy roll by himself tonight.
Yeah, more. Oh, no, by himself it's 4 of the 5. You know, we were talking about the changes in baseball. And the other thing I saw in a football game, ESPN football game, the other night, there was like 3rd and goal or 4th and goal at the 3. And,
Whoa, another one from distance by the dive of Mitchell. Let's see if we can get a look at the back of the jersey here.
One of the captains.
He turns, and
that's 8.
There we go. We have an identity, and it's Carter Vigue, who had a brace the first time that these two teams met. He's got the 6th of the first half here tonight. 6 goals in less than 22 minutes for the Presque Wildcats.
Well, you know the Presque has some high aspirations this year. Lost to the regional champions in the quarterfinals last year. It was 6-1. It was a pretty decisive victory for John Baps in that first meeting. But they came back with a healthy number of seniors, 9 seniors, 5 juniors, so 14 players on this roster are upperclassmen. And off to the good start. The tie over John Baps certainly had to help them, although John Baps graduated quite a few players from last year, but they're still good as evidenced by their record.
Another deep throw into the center of the box, dealt with initially by the Coyotes.
Oh, O'Donnell looking for an angle.
Onto it.
Yeah. I think
he lost that one out of play, and it appears that he was the last to touch it. No, it's now being swept over to the corner.
Yeah. It looked like it went off a Old Town defender who was just trying to deny O'Donnell another shot on goal. And is that Vigue? No, that's Brandon Porter, who
was a goal scorer
in the action. Yeah,
8-0 victory over Old Town up in the county. Header to the near post, and it gets in. Off the blonde hair there.
21, I believe.
The back post, and yeah, that's Josh Harvell, a junior defender, midfielder, getting in on the action here, and the Wildcats are not wasting any time between these last goals now, scoring at 19:24, 18:12, and 16:51.
A little frustrating there. Harvell basically just headed the ball to the ground, and it bounced, and I think it might have hit the post and caromed in at that far post.
4th goal scorer of the night so far for the Wildcats.
I was going to say they had a percentage based on analytics, whether or not the analytics said they should go for the
the
first
go
down
for
or
it
touchdown.
situations.
I hadn't seen that before. I said, this is getting all too crazy for me.
Yeah, that's why the one that I still can't wrap my head around is when you're down say 15 points and you get a touchdown and immediately go for the 2 the first time because the computer's telling you to do it, but then if you miss it, you're down 2 scores as opposed to just kicking the extra point and still having a chance at 8. Oh, my goodness, look at that volley. for the 8th of this first half for the Wildcats. It's the first for Hudson Porter, and you can't catch it any sweeter than he just did.
No, just took it off the short hop, and before anybody could react to it, punched it home.
The Wildcats are scoring at about 50-second clips right now.
Hudson Porter, just a sophomore.
So Porter with one, Harvell with one, Vigu with one, Greaves with one, O'Donnell with 4, and that adds up to 8. We still have over a quarter of an hour to play in this first half.
Yeah, Greaves is a sophomore. Harvell is a junior. Mentioned Hudson Porter is a sophomore. Vigu is a senior, and Camden O'Donnell a senior as well.
Here come the Wildcats in search of more. You see, still 15-20 remaining on the board there along the way. This holiday season, take your party from nice to unforgettable. Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals brings the fun, the laughs, and the memory your team will love. Don't wait, book now, flashmemaine.com. Presque getting a little bolder with the takes, too, here as the first half continues. Trying from distance there as it's knocked down and collected by Mitchell. Autumn of Life Home Care is looking to hire reliable caring workers to help assist clients with daily living activities while remaining in their own homes. Flexible schedules and an office located at 695 Stillwater Avenue in Old Town. Call 217-6026 or follow them on Facebook. And if you're in the mood for mouthwatering pizza or Italian food made from fresh ingredients, try Angela's Pizzeria in Bangor and in Hamden. We have to send you off to another picture-in-picture break, but we'll be right back at Victory Field after these messages from our sponsors.
All right, let's check out the Kubota lineup, coached by Doors Equipment in Bangor.
Wow, that's a beast right there.
Yeah, and this bruiser can really move the pile.
The field doesn't stand a chance.
Uh-oh, the other team's looking orange with envy.
You mean green with envy?
No, orange is in Kubota orange, built to mow down the competition.
And with Doors Equipment coaching this crew, I feel bad for the other team.
Better luck next year, boys.
Making the competition orange with envy. Doors Equipment, Bangor.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union. We keep you mobile.
Have you tried the new Happy Hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill?
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Looking for your next trailer or shipping container? Come to Main Trailer, your one-stop shop for all your trailer and container needs. We've got a huge selection of trailers for work or play, plus durable shipping containers. We can even customize them to fit your needs. At Main Trailer, we don't just sell, we service what we sell. That means expert repairs, inspections, parts, and registrations all under one roof. So whether you're hauling, storing, or customizing, make your next stop Main Trailer. Main Trailer, the place to buy your next trailer or shipping container. See us today in Hamden or Auburn.
Hi, I'm Steve Prey. My father built Prey's Auto Sales on trust, integrity, and dependability. Today, we work hard to carry on those same qualities. Prey's Auto Sales has now grown to 2 locations, which gives you a bigger and better selection to choose from. We have a wonderful service department. They really thoroughly examine every vehicle before we sell it and also maintain your vehicle after the sale. Our financing department works with banks, local credit unions, and alternative financing to help you get in the vehicle of your choice. At Praise Auto Sales, you don't have to wait for a sale. We offer every day guaranteed lowest price. We really are an extended family of grandparents, parents, kids. Come on out and see us and you'll see why we've been in business for 40 years. Plus, we do free appraisals. Praise Auto Sales, out of Broadway, Bangor.
We are back here at Victory Field in Old Town, where the Wildcats just added a 9th goal off of this free kick. Take another look. Getting a head down on it.
It is indeed. Is that Carter Vigu one?
That is Carter Vigu with his second. It comes at 11:03 remaining in this first half. 9 goals for Presque.
Heckel had an assist. That was Greaves on the assist there. Not too many of these goals have had assists necessarily.
Mentioned in the pregame that's been a bit of a struggle for the Coyotes this year. There have been some wide margins that they've been on the losing end of. Last time out was a 14-1 score line.
Well, these guys, I mentioned their roster earlier, and the Coyotes roster, their primary 12 that we showed on the screen earlier, along with the swing players, is 3 seniors, 6 juniors, 7 sophomores, and 1 freshman. So this much of the same team is going to be back a year from now with a year of experience under their belt.
Throw coming here for the Coyotes.
It does get dark in a hurry now. The sunset is somewhere between 6 o'clock and 6:15 right now.
Yeah, it's creeping up very quickly.
Yeah. I don't know when we change the clocks, fall back, spring ahead.
I was wondering that, like last weekend.
I think it's like it might be like the weekend after Halloween, something like first weekend in November, something along those lines. And then then it's just dark all the time.
Yeah, then it's just dark. That's what you're used to. Played in deep there by Cooper Neely, making a run up the near sideline for the Coyotes. First chance they've been able to advance that far up the pitch.
Griffin Berry, the starter in goal for Presque, by the way.
First time tonight he's had his hands on the ball as the Wildcats go running after it down towards the corner.
Yeah, should be a throw in for the. Well, let's see which way it goes here. It's going to be a throw in for the Wildcats, I believe. Yep.
Start your day off right with Black Fly Coffee, a local coffee shop with drive-through and mobile ordering, serving the best coffee in the area, along with bagels, bakery items, donuts, and much more at 107 Main Road in Holden, just across the Brewer line. Also brought to you by the Coach House Restaurant and Brewer for home-style cooking, homemade desserts, and experienced-friendly staff. It's the Coach House. Takeout available, 457 Wilson Street in Brewer. A 10th goal of the night here for Presque.
That's Greaves once again. Old Town can't control the ball off a defender, and Greaves comes up firing off the hands of Mitchell. And Greaves with his second goal of the match. He now has 2 goals and an assist.
Now to play here with 8 minutes remaining in this first half. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Hartford's Auto Service at 62 Liberty Drive in Herman. They do repairs on all makes and models of cars and trucks with over 3 decades of experience. Hartford's can provide routine maintenance, brake and suspension repairs, muffler repairs, and more. Visit them on their Facebook page or give them a call at 989-6322. Down in the Bronx, the Red Sox have their first base runner of the night. I believe is Jaron Duran, based on where they are in the order. He was leading off the inning, and Rafael is at the dish now.
Yeah, Rodon for New York missed quite a bit of the early part of the season, but has come back and kind of been a force as a number 2. Let's see what happens here.
There's a shot in and beating the keeper to the far post.
Number 9. That is Pruitt Dion.
Wanted to get in on the action here in the first half.
I'll tell you what, I understand what the score is, but Presque's got some sharpshooters. That was not an easy shot on goal.
No, they've had some impressive ones here in the first half.
That was a sharp angle. There's only so much Mitchell can do back there as the last line of defense, but that was a heck of a shot there.
11 goals on the board, but there have not been too many that you would really call like dirty goals down there in front of goal.
No. He's been he's not a big kid back there. Anyway, he is a freshman, so he's kind of, this is your soccer version of baptism under fire.
Wildcats, one of the stronger teams in Class B. They beat Old Town 8-0 on September 13th up in the county.
Yeah, the tie with John Babs is very impressive. See what else they've got for results here this season. Beat MDI 1-0. Beat Fort Kent. Always a strong Class C team. Beat them 2-0. Beat Old Town earlier, as we mentioned. Tied Babs on the 17th of September. That was a home game for Babs, by the way. That was played at Mahaney Diamond up on the UMaine campus. As Connor Osno tries to advance the ball ahead.
Steal there, and the Coyotes a chance, trying to get one in on goal. Steering it in that direction, but Griffin Berry had the angle covered.
Yeah, Aiden Susi was the last offensive player there. He was being chased down by number 24 from Presque, Bodie McPherson, but
there's another chance as that one goes out at the back. Meanwhile, down in the Bronx, Ernie, the Red Sox playing a little small ball. They got the first two runners on after Rafaela drew a walk. Sogard then went to drop down the sack bunt, and Rodon spiked the throw over to first base. So the bases are loaded here.
With nobody out. Let's see Rodon here turning, firing to first base, and just threw a one-hopper.
Threw a spike.
That Chisholm couldn't come up with.
Chisholm over there trying to cover the bag on the bunt and couldn't get the footwork down.
He was another guy, 30 home run guy, 30 homers and 30 stolen bases, and he didn't play last night. He had one at-bat late.
Another chance deep here for the Wildcats. Cross comes in, and that one is put behind by the defense. So it'll be a Presque corner here with 4.5 minutes remaining in the first half. I think we owe you one more picture-in-picture, which we'll send you off to after this corner is taken.
See, the thing with Presque, they're just fundamentally sound. They know what they're doing out there. They're trying to feed the guys that are crashing the middle toward the goal crease.
That one connects with the keeper, Mitchell. Coyotes trying to clear their way up the pitch with it. And can only make it to about the 30-yard line. Wildcats jumping back onto it. After a couple deflections, it finds its way through to Spencer Freeman.
Ooh, he had Freeman back. Number 7 had Freeman back. Couldn't get it through the defense.
Freeman comes back to win the ball back, and then a turn and a shot in by Urdaneta there, collected by Mitchell. He puts it into the sky, back down towards the midfield, and we'll send you off to that picture-in-picture break. Back here with the conclusion of the first half commentary right after this.
Stop in for a burger, burrito, or delicious item off the lunch menu. Cool down or warm up with drink options such as fresh squeezed lemonade, milkshake, hot or iced coffee. We also have Butterfield's homemade ice cream or over 20 flavors of shaved ice, with a variety of bakery items with gluten-free options available and our dog treats for your fur baby. Come visit us at Maniac Snack Shack and Sniff and Snack Bakery and Barkery at 45 Kanduskeag Road in Levant.
Well, there's a lot of work, and everybody's got really busy lives, and for us, we love animals, and we like this idea of homesteading. I'm a high school English teacher, and I'm attending online courses at University of Maine. I was ready for that next step. I was ready to take on something new, and thinking about what that commute would look like kind of held me back. Having a university that's so flexible, that online learning ability has been wonderful, and I absolutely feel like I'm part of this UMaine community.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Your first car, your first edition, and your first edition. We're here to help with all of life's firsts. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
We've got a 100-year-old company here, and it's because of the service, the quality, and the experience. It gets done right.
I think we've been doing it for so long. The only thing that we do, that when we walk into a room, we automatically know how to treat that window. We can take any product that the customer's looking for and make it work in just about any situation that they present us with. So
There's no reason to be overwhelmed.
No.
We can help you through it.
We're not going anywhere. We've been around for 100 years.
Welcome back to Victory Field in Old Town. Final 75 seconds of the first half here with the Wildcats on top 11-0. While we were away during that break down at the Bronx, the Red Sox loaded them up in the top of the third inning. Trevor Story delivering a game-tying 2-run single. 2-2 Sox and Yankees right now, one down top three. And that's where it will remain because Alex Bregman chops into a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. Back here at Victory Field, a fancy dribble move there. Nice bit of skill with the feet from Freeman trying to get through into a shooting position, but the Coyotes able to pick it off his foot.
Story finally earning his money with the Red Sox this year and has earned it all. 3 years worth in one season, really.
25 homers, 90-plus RBI, more than 30 stolen bases.
He got caught once, right?
He did at the very end of the year. He got up to 31 for 31 before eventually getting nabbed. He and Trey Turner, the only players in Major League history to make it better than 30 for 30 to start a year.
That's the thing that people don't talk about a lot. I mean, if you're an old guy, you remember the Red Sox being just forever slow. Outside of like Tommy Harper.
The Red Sox.
Yeah, and maybe Louis Aparicio back in the 70s, but this team has speed, and they use it. Last night, biggest play of the game, one of them was Sogard going to second on the single there in the inning when they got on the scoreboard.
There's your score at the break. 40 minutes off the board here in Old Town, where the Presque Wildcats have 11 goals on the board. Don't go anywhere. We'll show you all the highlights coming up next at the half on Ticket TV.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
The hands-on experience is such a crucial part of education, period.
The faculty are incredible. They work so hard to make sure that all their students have what they need to succeed.
There's all kind of opportunities, and I'm just very grateful knowing that I have a job lined up full-time when I graduate, and that is all thanks to coming to Hudson.
Back here at the half at Victory Field, where the Presque Wildcats are leading the Old Town Coyotes by an 11-0 scoreline. Here in high school soccer, you don't see a lot of scores looking like that in this sport. It has been a very impressive first 40 minutes from the Wildcats here on Ticket TV. As we welcome you into the halftime show, we get it going at the Furniture Gallery halftime show with a look at our fan cam, University of Maine fan cam. Chilly night here in Old Town. Temperatures dipping down. Even a frost advisory I saw for the greater Bangor area tonight. So these fans braving the mid-year temps as we move into them. Fan Cam presented by University of Maine Athletics. Ernie and I we're all vested up here in the booth, ready for the weather out there. Black Bear football, they are on the road for the next couple at Bryan, at Merrimack, before returning to Orono after scoring their first win of the season last Saturday. Let's get the halftime show underway, presented by the Furniture Gallery. Exciting news for Midcoast Maine this fall. The Furniture Gallery is opening its 4th location at the Totsom Fair Mall in October. With a long-standing presence in Bangor, Augusta, and Wyndham, their team is ready to provide Topsom with the same exceptional service, quality furnishings, and value they can trust. Shop local, save money, sleep better at the Furniture Gallery. Let's get the halftime show rolling here with the first half highlights. Plenty of goals to show you from the Wildcats in those first 40.
Yeah, it didn't take long. Throw in here by Bodie McPherson. Headed in, or backed in, I suppose, by Camden O'Donnell just 45 seconds into the game. And it's 1-0 Presque. It didn't take much more than, it's 30 minutes left to 10 minutes, and Jackson Greaves scores. Old Town just having a tough time clearing its defensive end. Carter Vigu with a shot, and there's O'Donnell on the rebound for goal number 2 for him. Tough angle there for O'Donnell, but he got the defender to commit and was able to kick it around him. Another throw in by McPherson, and a nice save there by Mitchell, the Old Town goalie. That's another shot. I think that was O'Donnell again, showing a range on his shot.
And you see the scoreboard in the background.
Yeah.
So before that last goal, it was 4-0 there with about 20 minutes remaining.
Carter Vigu with a long shot, and there's the header off the ground in the post and in by Josh Harvell, defender. That's a nice shot there by Hudson Porter, the sophomore. Little half volley. Long kick in from 16 to 6. 16 is...
That'd be O'Donnell.
That was Greaves to
Greaves.
O'Donnell. Pruitt Dion. A long range shot there. Watch they send in Old Town, but I think that was... I couldn't tell.
The scoring recap over the final half of that first half. So Camden O'Donnell had 3 of the first 4 goals at 39-15. Jackson Greaves scored at 30-02. Then Camden again at 26-11 and 25. After that, it was the Wildcats scoring at 19-24, 18-12, 16-51, 15-53, 11-03, 8-38, and about 7-10. They rattled it off in a hurry over those final 20 minutes of that first half.
Yeah, Camden O'Donnell with 4 goals. Carter Vigu and Jackson Greaves 2 goals each. Josh Harvell, Hudson Porter, and Pruitt Dion with 1 goal apiece.
That halftime recap brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Let's take a quick look at our upcoming broadcast schedule the rest of the week on Ticket TV. Still a busy week to come on 929theticket.com and the Ticket app. Tomorrow night, we are at Cameron Stadium in Bangor, where the Ram boys host Mount Blue for Class A boys soccer, 6 o'clock there. Friday night, 2 more games. We'll have a crew right here at Victory Field in Old Town, where the Coyotes, off their first win of the year over MCI, scoring a ton of points last week, host the Hampden Academy Broncos. We'll also have a crew in Herman, where the Hawks play host to the Skowhegan Riverhawks.
Yeah, Old Town boys, the football team got a 35-0 win over MCI last week, which was nice. Got them off the schneid. They had a couple of relatively close calls early in the season, just a 2-point loss to open the season against Madomic Valley. Hampton's also had a couple of somewhat close games. Last week, Herman proved to be too much for them, beating them 35-0, I believe, if my memory serves me. And then you look at the other football game on Friday night. Skowhegan, a Class B team. Herman, one of 3 undefeateds left in Class C.
Yep.
13 Class C, along with Gardner and Greeley. Greeley, by the way, plays up at Foxcroft on Friday night. Foxcroft's already lost once on their home field. They don't lose there very often, particularly during the regular season, but risk that against a powerful Greeley team that's moved back to 11-man football from the 8-man ranks after they played. First what they did was they played a co-op at the 11-man level with Falmouth for a year or two.
Did they? Wow.
Yeah, and then they went to 8-man on their own, wanted to reestablish their own program, and looks like they have.
And then one more game coming up on Saturday. John Babs hosting Maranacook. Cameron Stadium in Bangor, 7 o'clock, the kickoff there. You see Presque making it back out onto the field. We got to wrap things up here at the half. One more timeout and back for the second half kick right after this on Ticket TV. Yeah, he got the...
Now open. Darling's Ford Commercial Vehicle Center, 80 Haskell Road in Bangor. Servicing almost all makes and models of medium and heavy-duty trucks and RVs, from half-tons to vehicles weighing up to 75,000 pounds. Our factory-trained technicians and dedicated service bays are here to keep your wheels on the road. Schedule service now at darlingsford.com. Call 992-1691 or stop in today. You'll do better at Darlings.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road, from work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us, because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Back here at Victory Field, getting ready for the start of the second half. We expect it to be an abbreviated second half because of that 8-goal mercy rule in high school soccer, and the scoreline is 11-0 here as we get rolling on the second 40.
And they actually, Old Town would have to score the next 4 goals
to
get it under 8 as we wait for... So now basketball season, they just wipe off the extra time, right? That screws us up because we don't have enough time to get our ads in at halftime. But here they're waiting out the full allotment of time for halftime, as they should. Who did I tell? I told somebody that might be able to do something about that last week. We were having a conversation about it. I said,
we always find ourselves looking for that extra minute when it wipes off the board.
Yeah, because that 10 minutes at halftime of a basketball game goes by real quickly. What do they have here, 10 or 15?
Yep,
10. Not as much to talk about because, today is quite a few goals, but normally it's, a couple of goals and a couple of ads and you're back on the field.
Underway here for the second half. It's the Coyotes chasing after it. Appears to be a new keeper in the game for Presque.
It's Ben Waugh, W-A-U-G-H, a sophomore. I've been seeing quite a bit of time in some of these games that haven't been so close for Presque.
Likely quite a bit of new faces out there for the Wildcats in the second half, although Jackson Greaves jumping onto the ball right there. He scored a couple in the first half.
Yeah, you're going to give people some minutes for sure.
Down in New York, as we were getting ready for the start of the second half, Brian Bayo, he is already out of the game. Now, it's not worst case scenario for the Red Sox. It's 2-2 right now in the bottom of the third, but the Yankees 2 on, 2 out. Bayo lasted 2 1/3 before making way for Justin Wilson. He got the first out. Now he's tasked with retiring Ben Rice, who homered his first time up.
Yeah, 2 outs now, 2-0 against Rice. So that ball gets through, but Waugh alert to the play and makes a save. Or not a save, but gains control of the ball at least.
Old Town Redemption Center is the original redemption center of Old Town for 30 years. Family owned and operated. Open Monday through Saturday with $100 giveaways each month. Old Town Redemption Center at 13 Chester Street in Old Town. Call 827-7887. Are also brought to you by Bennett Auto Center. You can experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor and online at BennettAutoCenter.com. Wilson comes into the game and slams the door. Rice stung it to right, but Nate Eaton was positioned right at it. And the Yankees strand 2 in scoring position as we turn to the fourth, tied at 2 in the Bronx. Back here in Old Town, Presque is trying to make its way down the far side.
I didn't say anything because I thought you were throwing that game to
commercial.
Throwing
it to commercial, yeah. Mixing in a couple different play-by-plays here tonight. Wildcats trying to jump back onto the ball around the 40-yard line. Connor Osno trying to hold up possession for the Coyotes. Going to show you the school profiles, too, in just a minute. We can get to those in the first half. We'll begin with the visitors from Presque here.
464 the enrollment. Mark White, the athletic administrator. David Bartlett, the principal for the Wildcats. And did you know Aroostook State Park on the Presque Chapman line was Maine's first state park, being founded in 1939.
The things you learn on Ticket TV.
A bunch of them now.
Here's the story on Old Town High School.
546 the enrollment. Jeremy Bousquet, the athletic administrator, and Scott Gordon, the timekeeper at the bell for this particular game, and also the principal. School mascot, the Coyotes. And did you know that Leonard's Mills in Bradley, which is served by Old Town High School, has Maine's only working water-powered sawmill and a historic steam log roller? I used to live about 3 miles from that place when I was in college for a couple of years.
There you go. Coyotes trying to make their way down the pitch, if nothing else, looking for a consolation goal here tonight.
Just going to keep playing hard if you're the Coyotes. That becomes the initial establishment of culture within the program. It's just to play hard, play clean, and use what you have learned to your best ability. And as time goes on, ideally, the plan is you get better at it.
As a team, they've only scored a couple of goals this year, so certainly something that would still be a big deal if the Coyotes can punch one through.
It's all relative.
Tiller and Rye is a local grocer located at 20 South Main Street in Brewer, proud to offer products from right here in the great state of Maine. Speaking of the grocery game, Orono and Calais IGA. Shop smart, shop local at Orono IGA and Calais IGA. They appreciate the support from their local communities and are proud to support local Maine schools and student athletes on Ticket TV. Orono and Calais IGAs are hometown proud.
Steal there by Jack DeGrasse of Old Town, number 2. But Presque had numbers back defensively.
The Growing Place helps families grow and polish their home for a style and fraction of retail cost. Check them out first. Check them out often. Do Green Sustainability is always trending at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire Company has you covered since 1927. The best in tires and service. Find it at 514 Colebrook Road in Herman or at BangorTireCompany.com.
Good hustle there by the Coyotes. First with a steal by Hunter Stroop, and then putting some pressure on the Presque defense to force them to kick it out of bounds and allow for a throw-in by Cooper Neely.
Long throw by Neely into the box, and Waugh coming out of there to catch it at his knees.
Yeah, he was able to run out in front of the last Old Town offensive threat and get the ball before he could get a head on it or a knee or other body part. I would say Hamden's here tomorrow night, Friday night for football.
Yep. Class C matchup coming up on Ticket TV. We've shown you what's coming up the rest of the week on Ticket TV. Let's show you what's coming up on the airwaves of 92.9 The Ticket, Maine sports leader. Red Sox Yankees tonight. If necessary, Game 3. We'll have it also tomorrow at whatever time they decide to play that at. Or if the Red Sox wrap things up tonight at the stadium, it'll be Thursday Night Football tomorrow. NFC West battle on the Ticket. And then on Friday, Maine hockey playing their first exhibition game of the season as Old Town finds a goal. They nearly were able to dial it in from long distance, but a nice job with the follow. And the Coyotes have a third goal of the season.
Off the post and the rebound to number 23 of the Coyotes.
Aiden Susi.
Aiden Susi, a junior, gets on board. Didn't see who took the initial shot.
It was a good effort on that first one to strike the crossbar.
Yeah, got it over the top of Waugh. Wasn't anything he could do about it. Only the post stopped it, the original shot. But good work by Susi to be ready for the rebound and gets the Coyotes on the board.
11-1 our scores. We approach half an hour remaining in this contest. Really 12 minutes remaining in the contest. As the ball is played deep by Presque. Collected back there by Mitchell. Rolled out, and the Wildcats jump right on it and snipe one over his head.
One of the captains.
Goodness, that was a quick take there.
Is
that Carter
That's
Vigu?
Vigu again. Watch this. Steps in front of a defender to get that clearing pass and just shoots it over Mitchell. He had no chance on that one. So Vigu
got a hat trick.
Joins O'Donnell with a hat trick. About, less than half a minute between those goals.
Yeah, that was quick there between the 12th and 13th goals of the night here at Victory Field. Our coverage is brought to you in part by Pat's Pizza in Hamden. Whether playing or watching, soccer can work up quite an appetite. That's when it's time for Pat's Pizza on Main Road in Hamden. Call 947-6488 or visit patspizzahamden.com. Also brought to you by Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Bangor's best for over 30 years. Ask about their military and senior citizen discounts, open 7 to 7, 7 days a week at 1001 Union Street in Bangor. And Danforth Down Home Supermarkets are family owned and operated since 2007 with 2 great locations, Route 2 in Herman and Somerset Avenue in Pittsfield. Got to sneak in a picture-in-picture break here in the second half. We'll be right back with the commentary after this on Ticket TV, as that one just misses the far post.
Yeah, Mitchell got a hand on it, and it may have been the difference between the ball going in or sailing just wide.
Black Bear Nation, it's football season. Join us for all the excitement of game day in Orono. For tickets to all Black Bear games, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-2327. Go Blue!
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
We're back here at Victory Field in Old Town, where the score is 12-1. We got about 8 more minutes in this contest because in Maine high school soccer, if there's a second half margin of 8 goals or greater with 20 minutes or less remaining in the game, that is when the mercy rule takes effect. So you see some new players being mixed in by both of the teams here for the final portion of this contest. Down in New York, 2-2 the scoreline. Red Sox and Yankees through 3.5. There's a little give and go as the Wildcats still in search for more, heading down towards the far corner. Some pesky defense by the Coyotes, who, despite the scoreline, certainly aren't showing any quit down there defensively.
Isaac Depew, number 4 down there. It looked like one of the Presque Isle players wanted to set up to take a shot from deep in the right corner, but Depew wouldn't let him and wound up taking the ball back briefly.
Protect your home from the top down with AM Construction and Roofing, serving Bangor, Machias, Ellsworth, Augusta, and beyond. Past customers earn $100 for referrals, and right now you can save $500 on any roofing project through the end of the year. Call 551-6235 to get your free quote today. That ball wasn't all too far, but on the far post there.
No, just a little wide, a little high, but still pretty good effort, whether it was a shot or a pass. What do you suppose Mr. Boone's saying?
Please do something for me or else my job's in trouble.
I don't know. He's had that job quite a while. I keep hearing every year about how he's going to get sacked. And
I don't know. 2 and out to this Red Sox team. That might be the straw to break that camel's back in New York.
Yeah, but they got the manager, man. Which I guess makes it even worse on Boone, right? He's getting out coached. Yeah, 2 and out at home, though, is not good look.
I guess as long as Cashman's safe, though.
Yeah.
He's probably got some level of safety in the dugout.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I would say so. Unless he's finally said it's either you or him.
Yeah. I've been told it's you or I, so
Yeah.
see you later, Aaron. Doors Equipment is your local Kubota dealer. Doors can help you with all your equipment needs. Visit doorsequipment.com. At Hillside Athletics, they're passionate about sports and feature cutting-edge equipment to help you better your game. Visit hillsideathletics.com for a full list of equipment, services, and training packages. And the Fitch Company is where you'll find experienced electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters ready to meet varied engineering challenges or handle projects. Visit them at fitchcompany.com. Let's show you quickly the upcoming schedules for these two teams, starting off with what the Wildcats have in front of them.
Yes, that loss to Caribou earlier, the lone loss of the season for Presque Isle, 3-2, and then they came down to Piscataquis County and edged the Ponies 1-0. Back at it this coming Saturday, home against Ellsworth as the ball trickles
sneaking in, and that was after some fancy footwork to just get in position to be able to take that shot and put it on goal.
That's Vigu. Watch him. He gets between two defenders, sharp angle, got it inside the near post and off the hands of Mitchell, and now Vigu is a 4-goal scorer today.
Yeah, why have one when you can have two? Carter Vigu and Camden O'Donnell lighting it up for the Wildcats here at Victory Field.
Yeah, Vigu started his 4-goal assault after O'Donnell had scored all 4 of his over the first 20 minutes of play. What did I say? Number 7?
We're being told in the truck that could have been number 7.
Okay.
We'll have to see it again.
Well, if that's the case.
Number 7 would be Rafael Urdaneta, senior forward for the Presque Isle Wildcats.
Well, they got 12 out of 13 right, I guess.
We're not used to having to call 14 goals in a soccer match.
Yeah, Urdaneta. Oh, that's not Urdaneta.
Down to less than 4 minutes remaining here in Old Town. Coverage brought to you in part by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, home of the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan. Route 1 in Hancock and at tonysfairwayauto.com. Also brought to you by Tim's Plumbing, where service is their specialty for all your plumbing needs. It's Tim's Plumbing. Call 735-4969 or visit timsplumbingmaine.com.
Indeed. It was a senior, Rafael Urdaneta, with the goal, his first of the evening. So Vigu has to settle for 3 so far. There's a shot on goal by the Coyotes off a restart.
Farmer's Table has you covered for homestyle cooking just like Mom makes it at 15 Stetson Road in Corinna. And Knowlton Automotive is a full-service preventative maintenance and auto repair center, family-owned and operated. Knowlton Auto provides guaranteed service at a fair price, 3297 Broadway in Kentuskeg, or at knowltonautomotive.net.
Corner kick coming for Presque Isle after some Solid work by Hudson Porter in the offensive end. Now he's going to take the corner kick.
Don't forget to start your weekdays the right way with the morning roast while the drive brings you home. As we mentioned earlier in this broadcast, not quite sure when we'll be on the air with you tomorrow. Sometime between the hours of 4 and 6 as that's headed straight up in the air. But it falls right into the waiting arms of the freshman keeper, Avery Mitchell.
I think that was Brandon Porter, number 11, with the header there for the Wildcats.
Presque looking for one more before this one's through. Got 2 minutes to get there. Stop by American Made Home Goods Works at 36 Springer Drive in Bangor, located in the Rennie's Plaza, to explore their incredible selection of USA-made products from handcrafted woodwork to homemade healthy snacks. They've got it all. And at the Back Alley Bar and Grill, if you're hungry after the game, swing in at 15 Hilder Street inside the Family Fun Bowling Center. You can find them online at backalley.restaurant.com. Corner played in here by Presque. Deflected out. There comes a follow.
Oh!
Whipping in and wide of the net.
I think that might have been Urdaneta once again. Urdaneta with a sharp shot. One timing it. Let's see if it just wide of that left post.
From new construction to remodels, RT Electrical does it all. Owner Ryan Trabeau is licensed and fully insured, a master electrician ready to take on your residential or commercial work, plus generators, lighting, and EV chargers. Like RT Electrical on Facebook or call 694-1564 today. Auto Radiator Services has been serving the greater Bangor area for over 50 years. For general maintenance, repairs, or specialty services like remote car starters, call 942-4554 or stop by at 568 Hammond Street in Bangor. Coyotes put one more on goal before this one's through.
I don't think we talked through the Presque schedule before they scored, but they are playing Ellsworth on Saturday. Should be a good match. Both those teams fairly close to each other in the heel point ratings to this point.
As that ball is booted up from the corner, that should be the last happening of this game, and it is. It was gone final here in Old Town after 60 minutes. The Presque Isle Wildcats a 13-1 victory tonight on Ticket TV. Our coverage has been brought to you in part by Mainstay Skincare. If you want to look and feel your best, Mainstay Skincare. Dr. Shannon Allen blends medical precision with an artistic touch, helping you achieve natural, lasting results at 12 Schumann Avenue, Suite 7 in Augusta. Also brought to you by Hilder Street Auto. If you're looking for trucks or heavy equipment, Hilder Street Auto and Equipment, located at 2209 Route 2, is your one-stop shop. And finally, Maniac Snack Shack and Sniff and Snack. Burgers for you, biscuits for Bowser, Maniac Snack Shack, and Sniff and Snack, because best friends snack together. Find both in Levant and on Facebook. Tasty treats for humans and hounds. We'll be right back with the post-game show coming up next on Ticket TV.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $625. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
My name's Mia, and McDonald's is helping me earn my degree. Through Archways to Opportunity, I can work and take college classes while receiving help with tuition payments. It's more than a job, it's my future. Apply today.
When it comes to repairing or replacing your windshield, Novus is the clear choice in glass repair. Locally owned and operated at 499 Hammond Street, we offer free mobile service in the greater Bangor area, as well as shuttle service during bad weather. We can come to your home, workplace, or anywhere you are. Novus is a preferred service provider by all insurance companies, and we can cover up to $100 of your insurance deductible. Whether it's repairing or replacing your windshield, door glass, mirror, or your rear window glass, you can count on Novus to be where you are when you need us the most. Call Novus today.
Welcome back to Victory Field here in Old Town, and we welcome you into the McDonald's post-game show on Ticket TV. Extra value meals are officially back. McDonald's is making bold moves to put value back on the menu so you can save when you make your favorites a meal. Whether you love the Big Mac, crave the Quarter Pounder with cheese, or can't get enough McNuggets, there's a value meal for you. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, Wilson Street in Brewer, to find offers you won't want to miss. Mark Paulette and Ernie Clark wrapping up this production, and let's get the postgame show underway with a look at the highlights. Plenty to show you from 14 goals scored tonight at Victory Field.
And here's the first one. Throw in from Bodie McPherson into the crease and off the back of Camden O'Donnell for the first goal of the game just 45 seconds into the match. O'Donnell wasn't done. There's another one. Sharp angle there. Actually, that was Jackson Greaves on that shot. Make it 2-0. Urdaneta with a shot. Blocked away by the goalie, but there is Camden O'Donnell with goal number 2. And there he is with goal number 3 from close range. Another long throw-in. This time, not so lucky as Mishu reaches back just enough to prevent the ball from going into the net. Avery Mitchell. Not that time, though, as O'Donnell scores again and again. And it's 19:24 left in the first half. Camden O'Donnell has 4 goals.
You got it going quickly here tonight.
Yep, Carter Vigu with 1. Oh, actually, that was the goal by Josh Harvell off the header. There's a nice shot there by Hudson Porter, the sophomore. Ball was sent in by Greaves, and there's the header by Carter Vigu, number 8. Here's a change of possession, and number 16, Greaves, gets his second of the game. That's number 9. That is Pruitt Dion, who scores. He's a threat by Old Town, but save is made. There's a shot off the crossbar, and there is Aiden Susi, who had the chance at the other end, getting one on the board for Old Town. Nice shot there by Vigu to answer that. That came within 20 seconds, and there's Urdaneta with a shot off the hands of Mishu. Final goal of the game, final score once again, 13-1. 14 total goals, 13-1 in favor of the Presque Wildcats.
Those post-game highlights presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get loot and get sold with Next Home Experience. Our coverage also presented by Darlings in Bangor. They have you covered for sales and service. Shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models are used of all makes. Visit darlings.com today. Time now to present the play of the game. And we just saw it a few moments ago. We're dialing back to the 8th goal scored by the Presque Wildcats. And the half volley as we take another look.
Yeah, ball gets through a defender. Actually, hard for Porter to anticipate that because he thought the Old Town defender was going to get a head on it and the ball would be going the other way. But when he missed it, it bounced right down to him, and he didn't wait. He took it off the half volley and rifled the shot inside that left goalpost. His only goal of the game, but perhaps the most artistic of the 13, and
no doubt.
We give him credit as having the play of the game.
Hudson Porter gets the play of the game. Now for the player of the game, and that'd be the guy who scored 4 of the first 5 goals in this contest, Camden O'Donnell.
Certainly was a player of the first 20 minutes. He had 20 minutes and 6 seconds, and he had 4 goals. You saw one there. Here's another one. Urdaneta setting him up with a shot. It's off the goalie's hands, and there is O'Donnell cleaning up. Watch this move inside the defender, between the defender and the goalie from short range. And here's O'Donnell one more time off the hands. It bounced right in front of the goalie and off his hands and in. 4 of the, 11 goals in the first half by the Presque Wildcats, who improved their record on the season to 6 wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie. Old Town dips to 0-8.
Camden O'Donnell, our player of the game, presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to do it. It's the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at heroesportsgrill.com. Our coverage also presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment or office furniture. Levesque Business Solutions, call 942-2226. Let's take a quick look at live events coming up the rest of this week on 92.9 The Ticket. Red Sox Yankees right now tied 2-2 in the bottom of the 5th. Justin Slayton on the mound for the Red Sox. Ryan McMahon at the plate for the Yankees. Game 3, if necessary, tomorrow night. We will know what time after this one is done tonight. Or you just get the drive for a couple hours, followed by Thursday Night Football if the Red Sox take care of business tonight.
I suspect tomorrow night if the Yankees were to win tonight, and the Dodgers were to win tonight, they might push it back into prime time a little bit more, like move it back an hour or so.
That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Other than that, it's probably going to stay the way it is.
And then on Friday, Maine versus UNH, exhibition game down at Bowdoin College. 6:30 is when the coverage begins on the Ticket. 7 o'clock, the puck drop. Here's a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule the rest of the week on Ticket TV. One more soccer game to bring you tomorrow night. That's from Cameron Stadium in Bangor, where the Ram Boys host the Mount Blue Cougars. And then on Friday, 2 games from the Gridiron. 1 crew right here at Victory Field in Old Town. The Coyotes host the Hampton Academy Broncos. Another crew in Herman, where the Hawks host the Riverhawks of Skowhegan. And then on Saturday, back at Cameron Stadium in Bangor, John Baps plays host to Maranacook on the Gridiron. That will pretty much do it for this one. Only thing left to do is give credit to our crew around Victory Field, Max Pottle and DJ Bacchini down in the truck. Max directing, producing, whipping up the graphics. DJ helping out with the assistant director role. And on the scoreboard, Matthew Cunha was running the cameras out there in the stands. And Ernie Clark joining me on the call of this Presque Isle victory over the Coyotes on Ticket TV.
Yeah. Impressive performance by the Wildcats. You see why they are a top 5 team in Class B North. Obviously, capable of scoring, and they did. There weren't a lot of cheap shots. It was pretty accurate shots and extra passes, and doing what they need to do not only to win but to play good soccer as well. And as far as Old Town goes, you give them credit because they played hard for the entire 60 minutes. It turned out they came out in the second half after being down 11-0 and really played hard and actually had more success in the second half, I think, in terms of establishing some plays and some passing and things like that, and also defensively for that matter. They only allowed 2 goals over the final 20 minutes, and so you credit them for that.
Our coverage continues tomorrow night in Bangor. Until then, I'm Mark Paulette saying so long. This has been High School Soccer on Ticket TV.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you, and with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities, and right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Darling's Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darling's Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darling's Kia. You'll do better at Darling's.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
High School Sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darling's Auto Group. You'll do better at Darling's. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and